Hey everybody, it's Daryl back again. So I come home from the grocery store a while ago and I hadn't got to this part of the yard mowing the grass, but she got out of the truck right as she could come through the gate and was motioning over this way, and this is what we got. It's a big old swarm. We're gonna see what we can do to get it in the box right quick. All right, we're probably gonna have a little issue with some wind noise, so we might have to do a little bit of music overlay, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm gonna use my golf cart to get this one. So what we're going to do is use the golf cart as a stand for the swarm and see if we can't get them to march in without having to really shake them that much. Y'all can't really see that, but all I did was knock a little bit of them off on the other side. The thing. It ain't a real good angle, is it? There's a little bit of an angle. What I did was I knocked a little bit of them off of a upper limb, just to see if we could start getting them to march in. Of course, there's about no way that the queen was on that little bit that I knocked in. But sometimes if you get them to marching, they'll go on in the hive. Looks like they might start trying to get back in there. I don't know what hive these come off of or anything like that. We'll give them a few minutes and see if we need to put a couple more bees in the box. Now, as you can see, the bees are already fanning a little bit. I'll put a little pointer down for that. See how I can see it. But it looks like they're gonna try to work their way in. Let me show you what we got going on here. I got my golf cart set up and just pretty much using it as a stand. But to show you how big the swarm is, that's how big it is. It's a pretty good size swarm. Maybe, I don't know, 4 pounds of bees, which is a pretty good size swarm for summertime. Got a level back up here. Get you all back in here so y'all can see. We got some trying to encourage them to get in, but what I did right there was use a little cup to scoop some of them in, because they don't really want to be picked up. I've already been stung twice trying to pick them up, so I just did a little scoop of bees, and we'll see if we can get them going again. See how even more of them's fanning their wings. I would like to see them be a little bit more excited about getting in there, but as you can see, there's a few slowly marching in. The more you can get in the box, the more interested they'll be as far as trying to go in as far as the whole entire swarm. The way to wrap around this tree, it'd be kind of hard to knock them in the box because they're wrapped around the whole base of the tree. This is the old, what is it called? I think I have a minute what kind of tree it is. There's one I planted here a couple of years ago. It's not very big, but walnut tree. That's what it is. You see now we're really getting them to start trying to migrate into the box. So what I'll probably end up doing, I might put another scoop or two of bees in there, and I'm just going to leave them here and let them migrate into the box, because you can see on the far side over there, they're really starting to migrate in. If we watch close, maybe we can see the queen walk in. So I'm gonna leave y'all here for a few. I'm gonna go mow some grass right quick, and I'm just gonna leave the thing recording. You'll probably have to fix to pick up some music, because it seems like the wind's fixing to start picking up. Enjoy the music. We'll be back in a few. All right, so we give them a little bit of time, and it looks like they're slowly working their way into the thing. But let's see if we can't do something to try to help speed it up just a little bit more. I know the lighting's not very good right here, but seems like we got them moving a little bit better now. And we might have been able to scoop the queen up in that while ago. But as you can see, she's coming down pretty quick. There's so many limbs and leaves on this tree, it's hard to get the bees off of it. Seems like every little cluster of bees on a leaf and you can't get them off without squishing any of them. So you're just kind of pretty much letting them do their thing as far as trying to get into the hive.
Yep.
Can't really tell what the camera's picking up because the sun's so bright out here, but as you can see there's a lot of fanning going on, especially with these bees here. I'll try to point them out in the video or whatever, but they're the ones with their butts in the air signaling, hey, this is where our queen's at. Come on in and join the party. You can see they're starting to pile up on the other side over there too. Now they're slowly moving around. I don't know how long this swarm's been here. We were gone this weekend, and they might have moved out. They might have landed on this thing first thing this morning. I'm not sure. I don't see any wax build up on anything, so I'm assuming they haven't been here long. I'm assuming that the queen's already in there. I'm not 100% sure, but the way they're acting, I would think that she's already in there. But you can never be 100% sure unless you actually lay eyes on her. So we're gonna give them a little bit of time to get in the box. Y'all probably seen all the marching bees y'all want to, so we're gonna give them a few minutes, probably another 20 or 30 minutes to get into the hive. We might pull the golf cart out just a little bit and shake them on the ground and see if they'll fly over to the hive, because right now they're kind of pinned up where they can't really fly unless they get away from the tree and then back in. So we're gonna give them a few more minutes, and then we're gonna give them the full shakedown. You can see a majority of the hive or swarms already in the hive, so I'm gonna shake a little bit and we'll see if they can't go up into the tree or into the hive. because of the shadows, you can't really tell it. Looks like it's about half and half. So I might end up shaking them all on the ground and see what happens. I'll show you what a real march looks like. What a super march looks like right there. You can't get them to do that any other way but to dump them on the ground. So there we go. We're gonna leave them like that for a little bit and come back later on this afternoon and we'll actually get them into the hive. Or make sure they're in the hive. They're gonna be on the front of it for a little bit and we'll probably move them down a little bit ways. We're trying to get all the bees on this side of the yard over here near the garden and the fruit trees and all that other stuff, and get them from behind the house. That way the boys can go over there and play and won't have really any issues with the bees over there. Not that we've had any major issues, but it's always best to keep them in one centralized location, I do believe. So that's gonna be it for the video for now. I'm not gonna try to cage her or anything else. They should stay. If I do cage her, I'll throw it in on the end of the video, but that's gonna be it for now. Hope y'all doing good, and as always, we'll see y'all on the next one. So I want to give y'all an update on that swarm. What's my rule of thumb always when you catch a swarm? What do I always tell y'all to do? Ones that's been with me for a while, you know what the answer to it is. I always tell you to cage or put your queens in a queen clip. Now in that video, if I didn't edit that part out, I told y'all that I weren't gonna put her in a queen clip, that I thought they would stay. Well, guess what? I went over there a while ago and checked that hive. Guess what's in there? Nothing. There's 2 or 3 bees in there, and they're probably robber bees. So they decided they didn't want to stay, and because she weren't in a queen clip or in a cage, they packed their crap up and left. So the moral of the story is, listen to me when I tell you, when you catch a swarm, take your time, go through it, and find your queen and put her in a cage or put her in a clip. That way, when you go back and check on them 2 days later, that 4 or 5 pounds of bees that you took all your time to put in a box and make sure they were good to go will still be there. Hope y'all doing good, and as always, we'll see y'all on the next one. Over here are some videos that I also think you would like. So go ahead and click on one of them and continue watching. I do appreciate y'all watching. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.